So we're going to talk about a couple of things in this video. When you receive our patterns for our block of the month, you'll see that they're going to be, this is an example of one of them. This is the gingerbread block that you'll receive. And the gingerbread men are all the same, as are the ties. But what we've decided to do is print them this way instead of just giving you one. Now, if you're going to manually trace your gingerbread men onto your fusible, you really only need one of these. However, if you want to use a fusible that you can put through your printer, and this is the one that we're using for this project, this SteamASeam Lite 2, what you can do is take the sheets that we're giving you for the patterns, put them in your printer, okay, and I'm actually going to photocopy. So this printer, which corner? The upper?
Top left.
Top left. Okay. So sorry, this isn't my printer. I'm going to put that face down like I'm copying. Let's talk about the SteamASeam 2. Okay, so this version here is a ready cut to be printed. Okay, so they're about, what are they, 9 by 12, and they will fit in this particular printer. If your printer only takes 8.5 by 11, you can take one of these sheets and you can trim them down. If you have a roll of SteamASeam, it's really the same thing. This particular product already comes cut and flat, but there's no reason you couldn't cut off of your roll and do the same thing. Just cut from the roll, 8.5 by 11. And again, that's the size of all the patterns you're gonna receive. And you can put this right through the printer. So this printer here, we've already played around with it, and we know that in order to have the side of the paper it prints on, you want to put this face down. Okay, so in this particular printer, you probably want to play with your printer a little bit to find out which side should go down in order for it to be printed on. And I usually do that by putting a piece of paper in, putting an X on it, and then copying something and see if the X is on the front or the back. Okay, for SteamASeam 2, you want this side to be printed on, this side with, can you see that it's that yellow grid? I'm gonna come a little closer maybe. There's a side with kind of a yellow grid on it, and then there's a side that has no grid at all. Can you see that in the video? Yeah. Okay, so we want to print on the grid side. I don't think it really makes much of a difference if you've printed on the other side. However, that's the recommendation in the product. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my print drawer. I did not cut this down. This is still 9 by 12. I'm going to place it face down, and if your printer allows for larger pieces, you're just going to widen the tray. It's probably better if you take out any paper that might be in there, and then I'm just going to narrow it back down to hold that piece of paper. Okay, so just like that, then we'll close it, and then I'm going to copy. So what you didn't tell me was how to hit the copy button on this. What is copy? Go to home?
Yeah, go to home.
Okay, and now I see a copy button. So again, I put my original face down on the tray here. I've got my SteamASeam in the printer. I'm gonna hit copy. And I can do this black and white. There's no reason not to.
Pull the tray out for it to accept that.
Okay, so we pull the tray out a little bit here and go ahead and click the copy button. So it's gonna scan. And you can see now it printed my pattern on that SteamASeam. Okay, so I don't have to go and trace each one of these individually. I can print it right on here. Now I can cut these apart, put them on my fabric, and then cut them out according to the detail here. And we'll do that in another video.